Welcome to Disclosures with Peter the Insider and Jessica Arael Marrocco. The ACIO has a long history of helping humanity from the deep recesses of time. This is the first time the ACIO has become available to the public, aside from an earlier visitation by their 15th division, the Wingmakers. Peter the Insider, originally from Slovakia, is the director of their 12th division, and Jessica Arael Marrocco is in Cicada 3301, their 6th division. Together, they provide intel, insights on current events, a deeper perspective on aliens and UFOs, super soldier missions with Unit 374 and the Merge, and news relevant for disclosure. Don't forget to subscribe to keep updated with our latest intel and post any questions and comments below.
Thank you everyone for joining us on Disclosures today. We have a very good show. We're doing another roundtable for the 88-year mission, and we're joined by Unit 374 and Kruger. We have Peter the Insider, Anthony Zender, Olaf, Mike, and Jerome. So without further delay, Peter, why don't you say hi to the people?
So I want to say hello to you, Jessica, to all of our fellow members of Unit 374, and I want to say, of course, hello to our YouTube viewers and listeners. I am really forward for today's show. It will be a great show, believe me.
Okay, great. Thank you. Hello, Olaf. You want to say hello to everyone?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for bringing me in. It's been a while. It's great to be back. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, Anthony.
Hello, everyone. Hello, team. It's good to be back on the show again and ready to get into what we're going to be getting into today.
Absolutely. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Jessica. Hey, everyone. Good to be back on the show at such short notice. I'm definitely looking forward to Peter's new exciting updates for today.
Okay, great. And Jerome, how are you?
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jessica. Hello, team. Yeah, very excited to be here. Yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I believe today is going to be even wilder. I'm excited.
Great. And just so the people know, so everyone that's listening, we may have a few of the members will not stay for the entire duration, but due to scheduling and so forth. So without further delay, we're going to get right into it. Peter, I'm just going to have you take over from our last conversation that we had, and you have the stage.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it will be good idea to keep hands up if somebody wants to talk. I think it will be good idea. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so we pretty much, let's say, the basic description of the mission, it was extremely chaotic. It was so chaotic, okay? Even from very beginning, it was the intergalactic and interdimensional commander. What it was before the mission? Okay, go to the secret briefing room, and I was like, oh my god, because the initial command was go to special briefing room, and then it was like, yeah, this is not special briefing room, it is secret briefing room. And then already intergalactic and interdimensional commander was there. And then shortly after that, as I said last time, Nemesis appeared there, and it was very rude because they whispered to each other, and then they got to us this mission details. What of course wasn't mission details, because it was very, how can I say it, not corrupted as, do you know what I mean, doing bad things, but corrupted in order like only few pieces, very small pieces. It was like a puzzle, and we need to, okay, just guess what should we do, where should we do, and all kind of that stuff. It was absolutely crazy. And then we somebody started our mission in this crazy reality, I don't know, reality context of existence, some sort of mix of cyberpunk, Matrix, not trilogy but quadrilogy or something like that, Metro, or I mean the games and books and what, so everything was so good, so bad. My bad. You need to have guts to be there. It was chaotic, like post-apocalyptic, ultra-modern, whatsoever. I don't understand that. And there were only those people with implants, so pretty heavily augmented, that they will see the patterns in this chaos they've got there. And our main mission was to rescue those people, not only people, but I mean adults or something like that, but puberty, pre-puberty children, but especially those small children. It was, I mean, who in the world will make experimentation on small children? No, who? Jessica, say me, who? They were so small.
Yeah. But these are not normal people. They're not normal.
This is what I'm saying. They were like in the age of, I am not good at this, because they were small, and to be honest, I am not good at this. Like 1.5, 2 years to maybe 4, 5 years. Small children, do you know what I mean? Who in the world can molestate those children, like lobotomies, crab, and whatsoever? Oh my God. And
yeah.
Sorry, what?
It's evil. It's very, very straight evil.
Yes, yeah. Yes. And that was the, and it took forever for us to get it, to understand that black iron, they call it prison. It was in Callisto Protocol, but it was, let's say, DUMB, like Deep Underground Military Base, but we are calling it DUMB. But you know, we realized that, okay, this is absolute different time frame. Not only like, I don't want to say not only, but definitely not 2077 and whatsoever, but it looked like cyberpunk, but we were not on Earth, okay? Even I don't know if we were on our galaxy, like, do you know what I mean, Milky Way and so on and so on. I highly doubt so. Maybe we were not, I don't know, in our universe, within the world.
So, but it looked like it was Jupiter's moon, Callisto, but you think it was in another reality from similar to that, like a
do you know
parallel.
What? It looks, I don't want to say the same, but the very same. Very, 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 you know, like alike that. It looks so close. Yeah, but the team member who is not right here with us, Tyson, said, and I think he was right, that it was 8th dimension. Do you know what I mean? And even if you have all even are bad. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Even realities are bad. No, I don't want to say realities. I mean, even dimensions, my bad. Do you know what I mean? They are bad. And I don't know what happened or how it happened, but we rescued, and that was the stuff. I don't know if all of them, but most of them definitely. But then somehow during the process, we got plenty of vantage point lost, and we ended up trapped for ourselves. I mean, the Unit 374. That's the problem. I don't want to say all, but the key people in the Unit 374, and oh my, it was so crazy what I saw in there, and those scientists, they were mad, like literally, like this prototype of archetype of mad scientists like Tesla was. Do you know what I mean? Like if they were something to cover up, like, oh, I can see that, it will be so great. And I was like, oh my god, those are not normal people. They are out of their minds, you know. And that was the main part of problem for me with those people, that they were torturing people. And even I don't make any difference if people, or I don't know, extraterrestrials, but animals, hey guys, they are a life form too, you know. They were molesting, torturing them and whatsoever, or they were very reckless to nature, because this planet or moon or whatsoever, it has its own nature too. You know, this kind of no pain no gain principle, I don't like this principle, but it was that. And as I said, we were in separated cells, prison cells. The ground was from solid concrete, and the walls they were from what, like, I don't know, iron or steel or something like that. It was so crazy, and it felt so sterile. It was like, do you know what I mean? Even, I don't want to sounds like crazy, but even if you will smell stink, like, okay, this is something absolutely, it is abomination, I don't want to feel it or see it or whatsoever, but it is some sort of, do you know what I mean? I need to get my head around it or whatsoever. No good, no bad stuff to see, to hear, to feel, nothing. It was absolutely sterile. I don't know, for me it was much worse as good or bad. Do you know what I mean? For example, try to try to imagine, okay, your family member is missing. Of course, bad. Alternative, okay, she is dead. Good alternative, oh, hey, okay, he or she is okay, everything is fine. But this uncertainty, it is killing you. Do you know what I mean? So this is those kind of parallel. I don't know if it is good enough parallel. It was so crazy. It was like, this is out of the world, out of my, or beyond my ability of comprehension. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Not even bad, because for me, even getting something bad will be better than this. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It was so weird. It was so weird. I don't understand it. And of course, if you can remember us being decomposing, that's my question. What do you think? I mean, we can talk about that. Okay, I will stop just because it was long intro from my point of view.
So we're open for questions if someone wants to ask Peter questions. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, so Peter, so I know we were in that facility, we were in that mission for about 88 years. So honestly, if we were captured and missing for that long, why didn't Kruger send in potential reinforcements or a rescue team to try to get us out?
Okay, give me a second. We were in this or that context of existence for 88 years. We were not trapped for 88 years. This is very big difference, okay? And even just by the way, to the ability of comprehension, like, okay, hey, stop. This is 88 years. But for them, the effect, the time, or let's say the correlation of the time affect those whoever people, I mean mankind, you know, ETs, so in extraterrestrials, crossbreeds, hybrids, the time affected them extremely slow. They were living for not centuries, for thousands of years. It was so crazy. But as I said, we were decomposing. And why we were, from my point of view, somebody betrayed us. And I mean somebody, I don't want to say somebody who is with us right here, but somebody, I want to say even from HQ, because they want to test us, how we will be able to get out of the whole situation.
I thought about possibly that whether it's HQ or someone else, but even some of us have entities or what have you that are kind of trying to bother us anyhow. And is it possible that they got in? That was just one of my ideas. And then after that, Jerome, you can jump in.
But look, those are interstellar deals. And this is exactly that what we talked about in the last show, in the second part of the show, that it is absolute piece of crap if we believe that hey, we are superheroes and blah blah blah, all kind of nonsense. No, those kind of, you know, astral beings, nemesis including, of course, they are much older than mankind, and you know, they start to kind of feel offended if we start to believe that we are, do you know what I mean, that we can do pretty much everything. And what this book of or codex of interstellar deals is, it's pretty much like, okay, I got it. We've got some sort of basic rules of United Nations, do you know what I mean? And it is something like that, but it is super old. And that means whatever we want to do, which kind of power or technology or whatsoever we have, or we might have even in the future, let's say those deals we should not break. And I will say you why. It will be the same crap to do as you go out your brand new wristwatch and you will put it on the rail, in the same rail will, like Japanese super fast train, do you know what I mean, get on. So yeah, you can do it, but you know the outcome. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. But I just want to remind you what her name means, right? Nemesis.
What does it mean,
It's-
to be honest? Sorry, to be honest, I don't know. I mean, I don't fully understand that. I'm just saying, okay? If I don't understand something like that, or if I don't know something, I just go ahead.
In English, the name Nemesis means that she's an enemy or she is a competitor, someone that's there to like make your life difficult or compete with you or outdo you or someone to that effect. So, and I know
Give
who
me a
she is.
second. Give me a second. I know this, but I was like, if you mean something about ancient Greek, I know what it is in English, but I don't know about ancient Greek.
Yeah, it's same thing in ancient Greek. Her name pretty much describes what she does. So she's kind of like a unpredictable being, you know, not
So
like
you mean Jin? Something like Jin?
no, she's not a djinn, probably like a primordial of some sort,
Oh,
like very,
yo, that's bad.
but you know, she doesn't have to play by the rules. She plays by her own rules. And so if someone bothers her, then she's on them. So that's what I'm
Oh.
saying is, so she didn't like something that was said, then we could have ended up over there because she has the ability to do that. But that's just something to think about. I'm not saying for sure.
Give me a
Obviously.
second. Give me a second. Do you know what? Actually, in last 2 or 3 previous missions, my bad. I mean, previous to this one, we ended up there, trapped there for 88 years. All the time before the mission, we were told by HQ of Specs Ops, hey guys, it is just a matter of time when it happened. And then we were like, okay,
Right.
it is up. It is just a matter of time, and we will get it. I mean, you get it, we will get it. And I was like, what? Oh my god! So this is the solid explanation. Oh my
Well,
god!
yeah, and I mean, I believe in divine providence. I believe we were supposed to go there. So whether she did it or not, I think we were destined to go there to do these missions. And I don't feel like we were trapped. I felt really good about that we did it. I'm sure that we struggled, and I'm sure we got really weak and drained. And I mean, I couldn't coordinate
I
or
almost
organize.
died. I almost died. You know that.
I know, and we were, disintegrating or, decomposing
Decomposing.
too.
Yeah.
It was very hard. It was very hard, but I think they knew that we could handle it and come back and be okay. But anyhow, I apologize, Jerome. I didn't mean to cut you off. So what?
Yeah. Sorry, Matt. My bad too. Sorry.
No,
No,
yeah, no, it was me.
that was good because you went right along with my thought was Peter. You mentioned also the galactic and what's the other title you gave the commander?
Intergalactic and dimensional commander. Yeah, that's true.
So right off the bat, that mission was supervised by him and Nemesis, right?
Definitely, that's true. You got it true. Yes, sir. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That was true. Yeah, that's true.
And you also mentioned like the training aspect of it, and how
Yes, that was another, let's say, I don't want to say weak point, strange point. Because
Yeah.
how in the world, give me a second, sir, how in the world during traveling via wormhole, we was able to be loaded to pretty much construct. So everything was pure white, no sense of having ground walls or ceiling or something. Everything was just white, and there were martial arts training for ability for training martial arts. What it was, handle of weapons, I mean shooting from weapons and all kind of that stuff. But not only like hot weapons, do you know what I mean? But I don't know, like swords and so on, and katanas, or all kind of that stuff. This was absolutely out of ordinary for me. But sorry for that. I know that you want to just please continue.
No, I mean you're giving all the details that I'm sort of recalling as well. It was like everything was untypical, and the preparation and the intel we have was sort of incomplete and sporadic, and yeah, it seems like, I don't know, it was like the mission was important, as you're saying it. I mean, the children were rescued were in a very, very dire situation, and we succeeded in that. But it's all the components of the mission that were really, really messed up and driving, difficult. And definitely the presence of Nemesis was a factor. Whether she was there to sabotage or just to make the test harder, well, I don't know. But that's my read of the situation right now with what I've been learning. And you mentioned, I think we were off air, that the Matrix sort of got hacked to get us out of there, right?
Yeah, that was another problem, because I know that from certain situations we've got those doors, and that's the stuff, not doors, not through the mirrors. And I was like, oh my god, this is model, this is not Matrix, this is model. So it is pretty much like, as I call it, matryoshka. It is in Russian, this like doll within doll, and also and so on and so on. And I was like, okay, but what the heck will happen if we will stay stuck in the model, in absolute out of ordinary, I mean from our points of views, out of ordinary context of existence? And then we start to spin, and I was like, oh my god. Because I was like, they start to make a test of this hadron, whatsoever it is, in CERN, do you know what I mean, this machine. And we were inside, because I was inside with one of my friends. I mean, inside this, it's 28 kilometers in diameter, and the feeling was so weird. And I was like, what? I've got the same absolute creepy crap feeling. It was so eerie. It was like, okay, hey guys, I don't believe or nightmares or whatsoever, or ghosts, or do you know what I mean? But do you know what I mean? I've got sick on my stomach. I've got nausea. And I was like, then we were sucked by some sort of whatsoever weird thing, and we were back. And pretty much I figured out that those, for them, 88 years, it was approximately how long, Jessica? 2 months, or maybe, okay.
Couple months, yeah. I felt like you, well, I think it was about a week or so, or 2 weeks ago, where you contacted me. We were supposed to do a show, and you saw the prison. So
Jeez.
That was the return of it.
Give me a second. Yeah, but I mean, in total, that we were not
able.
I
would say it was probably about a couple months, but yeah, the return of it was around that point where you were trapped.
Yeah, like two and a half months, something like that. But it doesn't matter. I don't want to say it doesn't matter. It does matter. But long story short, in here, it was couple months, but in there, 88 years. And as I said, or let's say, as I explained, why 88? Because solid, or let's say safe to do so, one time step back and forth, back, because normally it is going or went back to the time is 20 years. So fine, 20 years. In case of emergency, plus 10%, so 22. And you can go the same crap, the same stuff. I'm saying crap because you shouldn't go to the future. It's not good. And they did so. The same situation, the same crap for us. It was maybe the factor of destabilization of the whole reality of the whole mission. So 2 times 44, yeah, and we have 88 years. And just by the way, according to Nemesis, I don't know. I think it was like, okay, if those guys can handle the test, I made this test just a little bit more harder, but you know, she's sneaky. She's saying something to you.
Yeah.
Looking,
She's
looking,
Yeah.
looking at you, you know, to your face, and you don't know. You don't know what the heck you should think. It's so
I
weird.
heard her name. I heard her name probably like before this mission happened. And I have a theory, but it will be privately that we can discuss
And
it.
Jessica, I don't just say me, okay? What is the deal with our modern scientists that they strongly denies all kind of gods and so on, deny this mythology, they never exist. I mean those gods and so on, and they are naming all their prophets.
They name all that they're like the Apollo 11, and they use all their names. But you know what? They'll get
Okay.
to have a conversation. They'll have a conversation with them in the afterlife. They're there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they'll definitely find out what happened with their life. And because they were denying that they exist. I mean, they're not here to be worshipped. At least not the good ones aren't. The bad ones.
Okay.
And then they're doing missions on their planets. And they're living beings and they exist and they're watching this whole thing and they're okay with humanity going there. They're not really that nasty. But they will play tricks. They will play tricks to remind
and that's the problem. I will tell you where from my I don't want to say how it is, but from my point of view, okay, they will, and I will not watch my language. They get really pissed off once we start to believe that we are smarter than them. Oh no.
Got it. Yeah, you got it.
No, because
they will remind you very quickly what you don't know.
Yeah,
and
because look, they are not dozens of thousands of years old, and we sorry, it's so funny. It's for them.
It can be parental, you know, like a parent type of attitude for most of them, you know, but then the others are really nasty. Some of them are really nasty. But we have Olaf wants to share. Sorry, Olaf, we made you wait.
Sorry, from my point of view too. Yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I just want to share that I honestly don't remember so very much from this mission, but I still have a few, let's say, fragments, experiences, and memories probably related to the mission. There's especially 2 things I would like to share. I'm glad to see Michael here again. I had a memory with Mike, and we were trying to figure out something. It was about a holographic screen, some sort of a new technology. So he was there with me. So actually, that was the first time I have never seen Mike in any of my recalls before. That was the very first time. So that was very interesting that we were working with some high tech. It was about holographic technology. So I remember that very well. I'm not sure if it's related to the mission, but it could be worth to mention. Another thing is the physical aspect of the mission. I had to deal with several bugs, insects, large scorpions. Just recently, I was bitten by a very large, very huge wasp. So that's probably. I mean, it could be related to prison experiences. I also had a few days with injection marks in my the left side of my neck. Could be related, I'm not sure. Again, I'm just throwing out things here. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the mission. And there's another strange thing as well, because that was very vivid. I was taken back to 1958. For some reason, I was driving a black Mercedes 250 SL. The interior was red, and I was in some sort of an accident. I hit a car from behind, and the driver he came out, and he looked at me, and he looked at my car, and he was searching for scratches or dents, but it was nothing to find. But I found this man very suspicious. It was like it has been like that for a couple of months now. I've been in and out from, let's say, different lives, different realities. It's been like crazy, physically, mentally, as well. It has been a ride.
And my question is, like 1958, 250, you said? 200.
Yeah, 250 SL.
Oh my God. And you don't know the outer color, the exterior color, you don't know?
Black.
And red interior. Oh my God, this is not good, man. Because it was assassination of one of, let's say, high-ranked secret, officer, high-ranked secret officer. Man, so maybe that was the part of the problem. And I know that you stole those documents, but you almost died because they injected you with this kind of, I don't know what it was, but it was very weird poison. And they were like, what? That's a dose, it should kill elephant. I know exactly this situation. And they were like, because he is not human, you idiot. And that was the part of your memory, or I don't want to say memories, but even if wasp hit you in real life, oh my God, that was the bleed truth. Oh my God. Oh my God. In 1958, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm saying it loudly here. And it is related, just by the way, with this mission, because we know, I mean, not we, but Black Ops, Spec Ops HQ know that they've got encrypted blueprints of this whatsoever it was when we just, by the way, ended up trapped, and it was encrypted in another blueprint of some sort of very old what it was, some sort of juvenile home, and then it was like hospital or so from Victorian era in UK, and they somehow, don't ask me how, they somehow encrypted that. Oh my God. And I know it, that you went back in time and they raged that how in the world it didn't kill him. I mean, about you, right? Because they hit you, okay? And the guy who did that, but who was like superior of the mission, yelled at the guy who did that to you, and he was like, "What in the world? This dosage should kill the elephant." And he was like, because he's not the human, you idiot. And it was like, do you know what I'm, just by the way. Oh my God, now it makes perfect sense for me. Now it makes perfect sense for me. Oh my, oh my. My, oh my. So technically, real solid, how can I say it? Occurrence, the real solid situation in our reality, very closely tied and bounded with that mission. Oh my, oh my, oh my. That's so crazy. Sorry, I'm just kind of hyped because I didn't expect this kind of turn of the events.
About a month and a half, no, about 2 months ago, right before all this started, I got attacked by wasps as well. I was out in the yard, and I've never had this ever happen. I mean, I've never been stung by a bee that, like if I didn't land on one or something like that's different. But I was just mowing the lawn, and these wasps came at me so violently. It was like, this is not natural. This is not nature. What just happened to me? They came in like almost even with a different consciousness, and they literally behaved like a military. Like they were working together. They were hitting me from behind. It was very intelligent, and I was like, it was so bad that I didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, but I got hit probably about 7 times or more, right? And my whole nervous system was like shaking or whatever, it was like vibrating. I could hear like a buzzing on the inside of me, but I didn't have to, like I said, I was okay. I recovered, and I detoxed or whatever, but it was unnatural. I don't recall anything like that. So that's to go along with what you just said, Olaf.
Yeah, I just want to say that I was not bitten by the wasp in real life, but I was visited by an enormous, like a very big-sized wasp, let's say roughly 4 centimeters. I had a visitor 3 times. I catched him and I let him out, but that was a strange sensation. But in the recall, I was bitten in my, let's say, office or studio or whatever. I've never seen so large wasp in my life. So I was surprised.
Yeah, they were not normal. And I contacted Peter and I said, Peter, I got attacked and I think it's from somewhere else. Like I said, I've never, like, I could be around bees, like a whole bunch of bees, no problem. Of course, if I bother them, but nothing like that. And this was like unprovoked. So I knew that it was unnatural. And I said, and I remember you saying, Peter, that you were going to look into it, but I'm sure it was probably related to this mission that we were battling. And so that, yeah, if the wasps were really big there, they acted like they were almost like they were flying like jet planes. It was really weird.
Yeah, but just by the way, this because I wasn't just quite sure, but then as you get it, I mean you describe it and so on. Oh my God, your recall perfect matches. Jeez.
Yeah, it feels
so
like
great.
it's the same thing. Yeah.
Oh my.
So they got through into our reality. So when we were in that battle, that they were coming through here and then manifested in my space.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the 2 months were really weird. It was like I was out of sync with things, like I couldn't synchronize, I couldn't coordinate. I was, just trying really hard to wrap my head around what I couldn't make strong decisions because they were not following through. It was a challenging time, and it wasn't like really horrible, but then again, if you can't get things done that you need to, it feels a little frustrating, but that means that, like, I knew that we were doing something else. And when you said that we were doing this mission, it really made sense.
Yeah, and just by the way, we were doing this mission, and we were really big pain in the ass for somebody. You know it.
Yeah.
Isn't it right?
What we did was we stopped them from whatever they were doing. I'm pretty sure that there were bleed throughs from there.
I just want to say that Nemesis also in ancient Greek, the definition is also connected to revenge.
Yes. Yeah.
I just want to say that. Yeah.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was saying. Is that it's not that she was just looking at us as revenge, but there's another piece here. I don't want to say it publicly. That I want to talk about it first. But I think that when you go into their space, you don't really know what you're doing. It's kind of like it's like a loaded gun, or a booby trap. You really don't know. It just hits you really quick, and before you even have time to process it. And I think that we're in quite a few situations like that. So for me, the mission was loaded with incidences like that. We're in places that we were not organically allowed to go to, and that's probably why we were decomposing, but yet we were still impacting the space. And then for me, my recall of what had happened, we were jumping from one mission to the other. It would happen very sporadic, and depending on, like I said, we'd step into those landmines or booby traps or whatever, and then we would get out, or we'd have our battle, and then we were launched somewhere else. And it just felt something like that. And Peter, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the way I was picking up the information.
No, you are absolutely right. That's true. Yeah, that's absolutely, you get it, you nailed it.
Yeah, it was like we were on uncharted land, uncharted area that humanity generally doesn't have access to. So made it pretty volatile, and that's probably another reason why it was for so long too, right, Peter? Because we had a kind of I don't know, get used to the terrain, maybe understand and regroup and assess everything multiple times.
Yeah,
get
that was let's say main pain in the ass for us. You are right. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was absolutely crazy. Jeez.
And what about the holographic screens?
Yeah, actually, you did, you know, you did good job, good things for us because you made those ciphers. Do you know what I mean? Those ciphers with colors, because we know that you are painting a lot. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So that's it. And for me, let's say main part of the thing for me is that the whole stuff, the whole, as you said, holographic thing, it was very sporadic, and somehow they started to make those projections pretty much everywhere they wanted they can. Those projections, and they were huge. They were like, I don't know, like 30 feet or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It was so crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so I don't know, so weird for me.
So the mission that Olaf and Mike had, that he had a recall of, is that something we can talk about, or
I mean,
what
why
they're
in the world
doing?
not? My question is, why in the world not? Because pretty much it was the let's say, okay, they know how they were. I mean, my bad. Olaf and Mike got to the point that they figured out how Mobius was holding up the whole system, and Monarch was ruling the. I don't want to say the reality, but you know what I mean. They've got control systems and so on and so on. They've got those also called endless reactors. We are calling them perpetuum mobiles and so on and so on. You know what I mean? And they were huge. You know, like if you have 20 to 30 feet, and it's that kind of huge, picture, and you don't know if it is a picture. I don't want to say picture, hologram, or if it is reality, because they can make this kind of initial hologram, and they can stretch it to be that big that you don't know if it is real, or if it is what if it is some sort of part of your imagination, what is absolutely not your imagination. It is some sort of computer generated, or let's say AI generated whatsoever, just by the way. And that was their way how to keep people being under control, just by the way. It was so weird. It was so weird.
You mean like was it propaganda, Peter? Like they were using these large screens, like in 1984. You know,
Give me
whole...
a second. Give me a second. I don't want to say propaganda. They, let's say, they've got plenty scenarios, and they were like, okay, what in the world how it will went once we have one huge city, like, I don't know, LA city, sized city, New York City, or I don't know, like Tokyo or something like that, and in a couple districts, this district, this kind of quotes in quotes way reality, another district, another reality. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't propaganda. It was literally reality within reality. And then, okay, how people will behave if they will just crash the reality. They literally did that. It was so crazy. It was so crazy for me, you know?
Like something like this?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Isn't
See how
it
they have this
crazy?
huge screen?
No. Give me a second. Not that kind of screen. The screen, pretty much, you was absolutely not able to differ from real deal reality, if you want to call it real deal reality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just trying to find an example.
No, I understand you. Yeah, I understand you. Yeah.
It's like a replacement of reality.
Olaf, you nailed it. You nailed it.
It's a good disguise for like a background or something like that.
Yeah, but give me a second. That kind of how can I say it? Super high fidelity background that you will be not able to differ it. It was like okay, hey guys, but this is real, and you will swear to your life that it is real, and it is not real. You know what I mean? It is so crazy. And just by the way, I want to ask you, Anthony, where the heck in the world you get this ball? And you was able via this ball to differ all those realities. I will tell you, it is like ping pong. I'm calling it ping pong. Table tennis-ish ball. It is small, that kind of small. And you was laughing at that, but hey guys, they are crap, they are idiots, they don't understand that. And I was like, okay, where the heck you got this ball? It was like table tennis-ish kind of ball, and you was able, thanks to this ball, you was able to differ those fake picture-ish realities with real deal realities. Can you remember that or not? That's my question, Anthony.
Yeah, I don't remember that. I'm just kind of trying to intuitively bring something up on where it would have came from. But I'm not really remembering anything right now. So
I remember that when I was in Murkoff, I had a little red ball. And I'm wondering if it's related to Murkoff.
Oh yeah, that it is like that. Mostly, I mean, give me a second. The ball changes colors, was changing color according the needs and according the function it was used for at the moment. But all of us, either our balls were damaged or we lose them or something like that, and only Anthony, give me a second. The main, because I am talking about all kind of that stuff. Once we ended up trapped in this facility / prison, call it as you like. Only Anthony got the last one, and pretty much, I don't want to say you don't know, but he was like, okay, but it is just the ball for me, and you got the ball to Mike, and Mike was able to hack the whole system via the ball. Okay, it was like some sort of synchronization or something like that. Let's call it like Bluetooth sync. I'm just saying, okay. And yeah, it was that. But because all of us, we've got those balls. But my question is, where the heck, because those balls are extremely complicated to manufacture. They are expensive. They are rare. Do you know what I mean? And all kind of that stuff. And I know. Just by the way, I was like, oh my god, there will be piece of crap once we go back, and no balls, only one ball. Do you know what I mean? They will say crap to us, and somehow once we go back, all of us we've got our balls, and it's like, Jessica, hey, can it be the Nemesis? No, but just say me, how in the world we either the balls were destroyed or lost or whatsoever, and just say me, you've got the explanation for unexplainable things.
Yeah, it could be that, yeah, she took them away, except for she let Anthony have it. This is what I'm talking about, is the games that they would play. But I just want to say something that's really weird. I don't know if I'm imagining things. Maybe you guys can take a look at it. Look behind Olaf, and there's an image. And Olaf, if you can tilt your head slightly to your left. The one character, there's a circle, it looks like a portal, and there's the tall character there, and it has like a little, almost like could be a ball above him. And it looks like, you know how a ball bounces and then it goes down? And
Yeah.
then beneath that is a guy that's upside down. And then I thought, you know, the little character could be a dog, but it could be a scorpion there. It just reminded me of the conversations we're having. And then the swirling effect beneath the main character looks like an ocean wave or something. You know, and then you see to the right, a horned figure kind of pulling what could be like the earth or something, or the realities in such a way. I'm not really sure about what's going on the left, but for me, I don't know where this is from. It's probably some picture that you added in, Olaf, but
It's kind of strange that you're mentioning it, because I got like an odd sensation about that picture. So I was thinking maybe I should bring it in for my background, because it sounds right to do so. So it's
And to be perfectly honest with you, Olaf, do you know what? I was like, hey guys, this background, it's definitely not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence, guys. And I'm like, do you know what? I mean, Olaf, I don't know if you saw the second part of the series. In second part of the series, 3 members of the team got all the colors of our you know, clothing or jackets or what it was. Now you've got the very important image. I mean, Jessica, okay, you are here for clearing the coincidences. Okay, you need to say something about this, because this is way too wild for me.
is this Aboriginal? Is this what type of artwork
This is Aborigines. This is Aborigines. Yeah, this is Aborigines. Yeah.
And they knew, Peter. They knew what was going on a long time ago. Yeah, like in the Wingmakers. Like the
yeah,
Wingmakers.
but give me a second. My question is, and be honest with me, okay? What is the deal that civilizations, like not thousands, but dozens of thousands years ago, they know, I don't want to say they know, but let's say they were open to the nature, they were not afraid to the nature, they don't want to get away from nature, they want to be connected with it, and so on and so on and so on. And now we are vice versa. And be honest with me, what is wrong with us? Just say me, okay?
We need to wake up, or else we're going to be sorry, because if we're not willing to look at what they've been warning us or telling us for a long time, and they had the insight, and it's almost like they had the plan book and everything for us, and we keep on discarding this, their information is just being outdated and not having any purpose. I just want to say also that the end that I'm looking at, that part that's to the very far left for the viewers and to the right of Olaf, there's intersections, a circular part, and then there's the lines that go through. The indigenous people usually talk about the 4 directions, and you notice the top direction is kind of weak. It's almost like it's disintegrating, and the individual's walking almost like you don't really see the head, like whether it's a zombie thing that's going on, or this is the disintegration that you're talking about, Peter. And if I'm wrong, I'm reading into this, but to me,
Do
this
you
is
know what I mean? This is the stuff. I will tell you something. This can mean 2 things. Like post-zombie apocalyptic stuff, like whatsoever, what will happen, let's say, after World War III or something like that, or Third World War, right? Or us, if we will completely, I don't want to say we as us, but as a mankind, if we will completely cut us off from the nature. Look, because it is
Yeah.
vice versa. Not
That's
nature need us. No, it is crap. It is BS. We need nature. We need nature. So that means we should think about what is good for nature, not vice versa. Oh my God.
absolutely, yeah. So you could see that, the north direction, if you're looking at it head on, is
It
sort
looks
of
like
weak
there
and
is no head.
disintegrating.
There is no
There's
head.
no head.
Yeah.
And the legs also, the stance of the legs look like a zombie. The arms forward, and the legs are moving in a very rigid way. So you're seeing people throughout the cities from drugs that are slouched over like that, like they're cutting themselves off from the universe. They're like through drugs and no longer are. It's like they're no longer a part of the human um, connection. And so remember too that there are species of animals that they can't explain it, that just have disappeared. They're not here anymore. There are species of plants that have just disappeared. What makes us think that we can't just disappear if we, are no longer in agreement with the earth? So that's just my thought. Anthony, go ahead.
Yeah, so just to touch on the topic of like us being cut off from nature, I know that that's part of the plan of the elite and the hierarchy that enslaves us, by bringing in the television and the mind control is because if you control the mind, you control the soul. And you talk about seeing the people that aren't really with it and stuff. That's because they're like really harvesting soul energy, by cutting people off from nature. Because I'm in Washington State. It's beautiful here. I'm lucky to have to be surrounded by nature, and I know how pivotal it's been for my healing and my existence. Because it just opens my heart up, everything. So I'm understanding that that's part of their obviously tactics for control, is to cut us off from nature. So part of it is obviously connecting with nature, and the more you connect with nature, the more your consciousness evolves, the more you get your abilities, your psychic abilities, which they don't want people connecting to either, because that connection to the other side is really what creates that soul connection that we are looking to connect with here on this earth, on this level. We gotta have that soul connection, and they're attempting to cut that. So
I think that's exactly what's happening, and why we were requested to do this mission. And even with some of the challenges, even the interdimensional commander Nemesis, they knew that we were supposed to do this, but it's almost like if you look at ancient Greece and the Iliad and the Odyssey, these beings, they are the gods, they call them, know that you're supposed to take this journey, but they make it hard. They do put in challenges, and I think it's something like that. So we didn't have a really easy time. They didn't make it so that it was very, very easy for us, but someone had to do it, and we've all been, collaborating, working well together, and to carry out the mission. And so there's no ego here. We've kind of there's no sole opera, like one person or that thinks that they should be in charge of everything. I mean, Peter is the leader in this mission. He's the director. We respect that. He's the one that's guiding it. He's the one that's making the connections with the ACIO. And, we're cooperating as a team and recognizing each one of us has our own individual role. And independently, they have been working with us independently for this time to do these missions and to step up and help. And so we didn't have all the clutter of conflicts, drama, and all that other stuff. We kind of removed all of that so that we could stay focused on actually being effective, and it looks like it's worked. I'm sure there's more ahead, but I think from Peter can speak for himself what he thinks how we're doing. But I get hints from the 6th Division, and they as that we're doing well. There's times when they step in and assist us because it's things that are beyond us. But from what I've seen, but I do have a memory of Anthony. We were going over some kind of rough terrain, and something grabbed a hold of your pants, like your the bottom part of one of your right leg. You were walking, it came from behind you, grabbed but you couldn't see it. And I saw you turning around, trying to shake your leg free from it, and you were trying to look in and trying to get away from it. And that's the kind of stuff that we're dealing with. It was like the unseen entrapments or enemies. And it was just like that other thing that I saw, that screen that they put you in, and that other type of being, whatever was trying to seduce you or mesmerize you in some way. So, but this one was like, weird. We were on it.
Get off me. Just get off me.
It's like you're walking, you're like, what is this? And you turn, I see you looking in, and you can't see it. And you can literally see the thing like pushing through the material, going like this. And it was pulling on you. And you were trying to get free from it, but you couldn't touch it. You couldn't grasp it. And you kept on tugging, and it finally let you go. It was really weird. But we weren't in a normal space.
That's interesting that you mentioned that, because, just in this reality, that's what I'm obviously looking to do, is break away free from the control of the Matrix, the clutches of the Matrix, the Archons, the Demiurge. That's my mission, is to get out of it. That's why I came here. So that's interesting.
And that's what you're feeling. You're feeling like you got to break free. It's because you're in that space, and it could be that maybe it was the old Matrix of Monarch. I'm just throwing it out there that maybe it was still slightly tugging on you or hooked into you in some unnatural way. But Peter,
that definitely sounds like something that is happening, because I know with what I'm practicing every day, and I'm breaking away from their control. like every day. So I know I'm getting out of the 3D. I'm not in it anymore. Things that are in 3D don't really, they don't matter to me. I'm not really interested because I've risen out of it. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, and I think over there maybe somehow it reveals residual things. It's probably another thing too, that things that we had to let go of over there. And yeah, so Peter, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, from my point of view, you are right. That's kind of the thing, you know, it's weird still. Man, because we were in this mission, and once we will be not able to get through the whole thing, and I was like, what in the world do you mean the whole thing? Once we will be not able to get the rescuers out, you know, that will be bad. And do you know how many of them they were? They were like almost 300 people. Wasn't it crazy?
How did they get there, Peter?
They simply, as I said, they simply raided the. Do you know what I mean? The the hospitals and so on and so on. It was so crazy, wasn't it? Huh.
Olaf.
Or the schools. I mean, as I said, you know, once they said that there is a bomb or something like that, and it was, you know.
You mean like what happened in Hawaii? The school buses were filled with kids and they just disappeared or something, or
Yep, pretty much like that. Pretty much like
That's
that.
horrible. I'd be horrified.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, it was so crazy. Yeah.
So we were able to bring those kids back.
Yeah, and I think I'm happy for that. To be
That
honest.
was worth it. Yeah. Olaf, go ahead.
I just wonder if this mission had any effect on this reality. And can you explain?
I mean, yes, of course it has. Yeah. Why? Yeah,
This is very important. I mean, if there is let's say a positive outcome, or if we somehow were able to change the outcome of this reality because of the mission. I don't know if you can explain.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was the main part of the good thing, at least for me, was or is or whatsoever, that even in our reality, right? There was the child trafficking whatsoever. How can I say it? Network, and they get them to the court, and most of them they will go to the prison. It was international child trafficking whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? Like network for pedophiles and prostitution and child slavery and so on and so on and so on and so on. It was so crazy for me. Jeez. Yeah.
You said also that some of them were hybrids, kind of like the merge monarch or
Do you know what? Actually, not some of them. Like quarter of them were hybrids. Yeah. Yeah, you are right. Yeah,
Are they
yeah.
going to be helped like the merge was? Do you have a facility for them to help them? The hybrids?
Yeah. ACIO. It was so crazy. Wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like I said, I have little spurts of memory here and there. It's just there was a lot of activity, and I do feel that it's good. I don't feel like we're finished yet. Well, what's your?
Oh, we are definitely not finished yet. I think that was the only, let's say, the very bottom of the iceberg. I think, from
The
my
tip of
point of
the
view.
iceberg. Yeah. You mean the tip of the iceberg?
Yeah, that should be edited. The top of the iceberg. Yeah, that should be edited.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, I think it was just the tip, the top of the iceberg. Yeah, it's I don't know. My oh
So
my.
we still have a problem with the new matrix now that Monarch added after we removed the other one in
Yeah,
a few years back.
I don't know what is the deal here. For me, people simply don't want to get the other chance. What do you think, huh?
Explain that a little bit more. They don't want to change things, or
Yeah, they don't want to have another chance, okay, chance, because they believe that this is the same safe zone for them.
okay.
I don't know if you agree with me or not or whatsoever.
Yeah. I was just trying to, I mean, I never thought that Monarch was, I think, or Mobius, that created these matrices. I think that this is just like a playground for them. They just like to insert their ideas and to manipulate humanity and experiment in how humanity responds to their control systems and just change the way humans think in or to make them think more like them or whatever. It's always like a manipulation. So it's not critical for them to control us. They don't need to, but they want to out of, I don't know if they're bored or what their problem is.
From my point of view, they are boring. Yep, that's true.
I think it's like an experiment too,
Yeah.
to for their technologies that they have. They're experimenting on us, and we're just victims of their experiments until we realize what's happening to us, and get out of it. So
Yeah, I do. I think it's an experiment, but Peter knows you've had to interact with them before, right, Peter? You've dealt with them quite a bit.
Yes, because I think, to be perfectly honest, Michael can tell to us something about simulation, because you said that you was there once the very first simulation was built, and that's my or design. That's my question. What do you think? How it was? Was it excited to build simulation or not, or what?
Honestly, Peter, I can't speak too much on that. Maybe you should ask this other version of myself that's in 374.
No, because you said that during the time when you was infiltrated, you said in their developing team that they were so excited about developing the whole, let's call it matrix modal or something like that, that they were almost like not people, not human being, and you started to say crazy ass math formulas and so on. And this is my question: what do you think? How it was, or how it will be? Huh? Like to create simulation, like dream world, literally dream world. What do you think?
It's honestly hard to say, Peter. Honestly, all I want to do is take Monarch's Dream World simulation, just stick up their rear end.
No, why you are laughing? This is not so funny. This is not so funny, I think.
Yeah, but honestly, Peter, I don't have too many thoughts on the whole simulation thing. I'm not sure if I really recall this account that you're referring to.
Well, I think you do in a way because of the anime and some of the other things that we've talked about. So in some ways you're aware of it and kind of because it does create other worlds, doesn't it? If you're starting to observe and look into those the anime, well, you went to Japan and they create worlds within worlds there of ideas and scenarios, and so it's something to that effect. And then of course your connection to Arasaka.
Oh my God, Arasaka. Oh,
which, as
my
I
God.
said, Arasaka is right by him, and well, he just recognized that they were by him after he went to Japan, but never noticed it before. So this other aspect of you that's working for them maybe is the one that's creating all the simulation and the mathematical.
Yeah, math formulas and so on. Oh my,
So
my.
Peter, am I doing anything for Arasaka right now?
I mean, give me a second. The thing is not like that, like that, right? But you are infiltrated within them. That's the stuff.
Oh, I infiltrated Arasaka. Okay.
Yep. I think
So
that's
why
my question.
Japan?
Yeah, but that's my question. How in the world you don't remember that? That's my question.
Well, hey Peter, if you help me recover my memories, I'd be more than happy to talk all day about this.
What?
Yeah,
Sorry.
if you help me recover my memories, I'd be more than happy to talk all day about this with you. That wouldn't be a problem at all.
No, but technically it looks like what? It looks like they got very good job, or they took very good job with you about
Wiping him.
wiping your memory out. Yeah.
But you know, Michael, you have dreams sometimes that you've shared with me that clearly are connected to activities that you've done. And we've talked about that before. And so sometimes people don't see the dreams as a recall. But there's definitely, we've had to correct some things because it was dangerous a few times. Just being in that Arasaka
Yeah,
space.
and just by the way, you are laughing at so many things, and that's not that kind of good. Because
it might be a nervous laugh. Is it a nervous laugh a little bit, Mike? Yeah, because I get that too. I laugh at the wrong time, so it's just a very bad habit, but it's a nervous reaction to things. And the whole thing with the cats too is like,
no, not the cats, not
like
not the cats. Library people are oh my God, all the
I think that, yeah, they show up around him because he laughs, and then they show up even more. And then I even have, if I talk to him, then the cats come around me, and I'm like,
yeah, because Peter, back in September, I think when we're at that crazy mission at the Black Iron prison, like I felt like really sick and nauseous like the entire month, and also I kept seeing cats like everywhere I went. It just wouldn't stop.
Yes, because you were making Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? Just Amy, huh?
They play with him. They mock him. And I even had Covideros, the cats that were spreading the Covideros show
Yeah.
up a few times. That was
Yeah.
when that whole thing was happening. And it was after I think it was after I talked to Michael. But Michael's been sick a lot, for someone who's very healthy. He'd have like health issues every now and then. So yeah, I'm wondering if they're not doing that, just to here again remind you that they can and you can do nothing about it.
Okay. A-okay. A-okay.
Yeah. So, Anthony.
All right, so I just got a question and something that happened to me. I actually got in touch with Stephen Greer, who's he's connected with the government and the Congress and disclosing to them, taking whistleblower testimonies, and I actually got into contact with him. And they actually, reviewed my my testimony, which I went into being a MyLab and some missions and meeting you, Peter. But so what happened though with that was they told me that they were taking testimonies, but Congress wasn't quite ready yet to hear, the super soldier testimony.
And my
Because
question is why? Why?
Well, that's the thing. I don't think because right now they're just taking people that have been in the military that have like seen things, and I don't think they're ready to. Stephen Greer's team doesn't think they're ready to hear the MyLab part yet.
Yeah, but you're a soldier though, so which brought you into the conversation, and what they're the interviews that they're doing are with soldiers, because you have to be a soldier first, or
and
I think to be in there.
And I am an actual military and Marine,
Yes.
but I think that they were, because I really did. I gave them a full testimony, and I think they were looked at it and they're like, they were just like, maybe they're not. Congress isn't quite ready to hear your testimony.
Yeah, but that's my question. What in the world is problem? I mean, if
I know it's only a matter of time because they want to know where these things are coming from, what's going on, and I mean, literally, the MyLabs and people like you, Peter, we have the information that can help explain.
But my friend, hey, look, my brother in arms, look. There is one thing what is true, okay? And there are only two ways how to handle truth. Either to see that, to face the truth and all kind of those things, or just hide from the truth and then pretend that nothing like true or nothing like those phenomena even exist. I mean, what the heck? You know what I mean? We are in year 2023, not like 1923. Do you know what I mean? What the heck? This is
yeah.
The other question I had though was, you keep speaking about 2032 and the other context of existence coming in. My question is, are the corporations going to be bleeding through? Like, are people going to be aware of the corporations, like at a massive level?
Corporations and everything. We will be, everything what is bad will stay here. Everything what is good will shift to fifth array density and another reality. Okay, that's my only answer.
I'd like to say something.
That answers the question, because I just been, preparing for the future, and 2032. When you mentioned that date, that's what I kind of had been looking from you. I'd been waiting for a date, for you to mention a date when we're gonna be in the future. When we're gonna finally shift into the future. So that was good when you did that. It sucks it has to be 9 more years, but I know we're gonna make it there. So
I just want to add a little something because you brought up Stephen Greer, and I think it's only fair that I understand where they're coming from because working with I did ghost hunting, I did all sorts of stuff, and the people that come in and that everyone says that they're a scientist. I'm a scientist and I can debunk that, everyone, people that have absolutely some people don't even have a high school education, but they're a scientist and they can tell whether or not, in ghost hunting. But we are amping it up another level when you're going before the Congress. And so they need to see something that's tangible. The thing with the UAPs or whatever, they can see it, but they don't understand it. And so, or they're afraid of how the public is going to perceive them. They're trying to be credible. I know that Stephen Greer has had an uphill battle, and he even has like a skeleton of something that's like an extraterrestrial. I know Mexico came forward with some skeletons, supposedly of. I'm not really sure about that one, but either way, we know that they exist. They've been reporting about UFOs for years. The people that work in the airlines have been reporting it. The important part that I want to bring in about us is that part of his disclosure talked about a shadowy government doing things, not just the shadow government, but a shadowy government that is going off and creating vehicles and advanced technology and whatever. They literally used our information about the shadow group that we've had posted prior
That's
to
true.
any of these. So they were using our information and doing that.
They did acknowledge, though. They did like, okay, we acknowledge that this is a confidential email for you. They're like, we acknowledge that there's been rogue, illegal, secret government activity in your life. They acknowledge that, but they just said Congress wasn't ready.
Here again, people are like, we'll get information from the ACIO, but we don't want to say it's from the ACIO. We'll take their information, but we don't want to tell anyone. I wrote a book in 2011, 2012, right? I mean, I have the copyright. And a few years later, the History Channel is using my stories of information that I had in my book. You know what I mean? I mean, this has been going on for years, that you have people that are in these upper levels are literally using content, and I've had more than one thing, even movies. I see movies sometimes, and even using named characters that I've talked about. Information from Peter, we were talking about like 2 years before. Why is it that everyone just thinks it's okay to gloss over that we've provided this information, and it's not right? So when I heard this one guy talking about the information, and Stephen Greer was talking about how this other group is using the technology and going out there. I mean, just say, the ACIO, we are a legitimate organization, and, if you didn't take it from us, that's fine. But if you did, or if it came through a chain of command of other people, then say that. So they said, well, we know who it is, but they're not coming forward right now. No, we're coming forward. We're right here. We're here.
Just by the way, my time right now for today ran out. But it was a pleasure for me to be with you guys, and I am looking forward for part 4. So take care, stay safe, and till next time. All that, guys. Bye bye.
See you.
Thank you very much, Peter, for being here. And I also want to say thank you to Olaf, to Anthony Zender, to Mike, and we had Jerome who had to leave earlier. So thank you very much. Sorry if I got into a little rant towards the end, but you can see my frustration. And we, if we were brought into the conversations, I think we could shed some lights on things. Any last thoughts for anybody before we say goodbye for today?
I think
I
I'm
think
fine.
I think it's just going to be a matter of time before because as we're getting to 2032, the governments are going to want to know more. So I think it's only a matter of time before the acknowledgement comes.
Peter?
As I said, I'm fine. I want to say thank you, and I'm looking forward for part 4.
Okay. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Thank you for listening. Please leave your comments below.
You have been watching Disclosures. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Visit www.acio-official.org and www.readingsbyariel.com to book a private session with Jessica. Feel free to support our work. All links can be found in the description. Thank you, and until next time.